Good morning. Wyverex, welcome in. Neo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good day, Joe. How are you doing today? Fine so far? Nice, nice. I'm on full puppy duty today. It's gonna be an interesting stream, that's for sure. Woo! Hopefully she'll just settle down now. How are the puppies? Luna and Nova are chilling in the living room later. And the little one you'll see like scuttle around, maybe lie down there in a bit. She's moving around. You might see it. Melina! Here she comes. Come here. Go lie down. Go lie down. Good girl. She'll settle in a bit. Good girl. Morning, Miss L. I'm just gonna lock her in with the huskies so she's not moving around. So she'll just settle with them. And if she causes any nonsense, I'll probably hear a yelp as she gets attacked by the husky. Whew. Finally able to catch one of your streams again. Nice, nice, appreciate that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Michael TheDarkLaw, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Thursday, 25th. We're nearly at the end of August already. August 22. 99 days in a row. Crazy stuff. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Myself, Joe, Neo, Wyverx, everyone. Good day to you. Yeah, so I've got full puppy to deal with while streaming. But obviously I'll probably only do like 2 hours today because I'm pretty sure I can just put her in the living room for 2 hours and she'll just settle down. But after that I think it's going to get too chaotic for me to actually do like a 3-hour stream today. So just a nice chill Thursday, a nice short one, and then I think tomorrow I don't have her as well, so... But yeah, yes. Hope everyone's doing well. There's not much else on PTU. Any information on the PTU? Wow, that's lagging out. What the hell? Alright, here's PTU patch from yesterday, 8 o'clock at night. Let's have a look. Let's go here. Alright, let's see. So this is the latest patch on PTU. Known issues. Saber Raven, VFX green flickering. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Oh, players will receive a loner saber. That's cool. Players have to restart the game after getting kicked to menu from a 30k crash. We've known that for ages. Targeting. Oh, that's what happened last night or yesterday to me. A ship's targeting pip may be missing or disappearing from some players. That was what I had with that Arrow Mustang in combat kind of thing. A ship's targeting me, ship character mish. Oh yeah, that's that weird one. Car for all spawns on the floor sideways. Yeah, I reported that one ages ago. There's another Carthol bug that's getting fixed as well. It's really bad. Bug fixes are Ninetales, whatever. Oh, nice. Yeah. So the Aegis Foundation skin will work. That's cool. Cool. Alright. I don't know when we're gonna get this patch. That's quite a lot of known issues, though. Yeah, that's a bad one. Missions, turrets are in bunkers, respawn very quickly, sometimes almost intense. It's also, if 3 people turn up, you get 3 times the amount of turrets, which is a bit crazy. Right, let's load out the game. Remember guys, day 3 of Toby, anniversary, 21 years, exclamation mark TOBII 21 in chat. And that will give you to the page. My code won't work right now. I mean, you can use my code, but you only get 5% off. If you go to the actual website, you'll get 20% off. And apparently this is also on Amazon as well, which is a really good deal. Anyone that actually shops from Amazon will know why. And stuff. The cardboard in... or Nova's backboard for the car broke yesterday. So I'm changing out the goal that was for the thing to replace Nova's bench. Literally in the car, Nova sits on one of these platform things so that he doesn't fall off the chair, because obviously he's a big boy at 35 kilograms and his bench thing has broken, so need to try and replace that ASAP. I mean, I've ordered up one, but it takes literally 2 weeks to get here because it comes from America, because, well, the UK are great at not providing us with things that actually work, so it's a really cool system. But obviously, instead of going for the road, I'm going to try and put the funds back into that, because obviously it's quite expensive. Luna, I'm not sure what's wrong with Luna. She is drinking a lot of water, and she also has urinated twice in the house. Now, she comes up for a 10-year-old dog next February, and she's not done this in years. Like, we're talking all the way back to puppy, so a good 8-9 years she's not urinated in the house once. She's done it twice. Not sure if it's maybe to do with the puppy maybe coming into season and she's freaking out a bit, but she is drinking a shit ton of water, which is usually kidneys. But I'll keep everyone posted on that one. I'm not stressing out too much just now because it could also be just a urine infection or a bladder infection or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. She may be just trying to push the toxins out. But obviously it gets a lot harder for dogs these days when you're racking up into the years. I mean, when she turns 10, that'll be 55 years old. So she's a 50-year-old girl. She's allowed a few accidents, you know. Hey, Dark Neon, welcome in, Chief. But I hope everyone's well. I think that's pretty much all the news that I've got to go on right now. There's nothing really else. PTU is PTU. Yeah. Star Citizen. Hey, Villet, how you doing, Chief? Hope you're well, sir. Also, the sketchy arrow pilot that chased after me yesterday and then got clapped by the other guys, that's somebody's alt. That was an April 22 account. Yeah, that's not sus. Nobody flies like that after a fucking couple of months, you know what I mean? Nobody. So it was definitely somebody's alt. Trench snipe. Oh no, it's way too early for that song. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to this album. Yeah. Let's do this. This is a good tune. But yeah, so inside Star Citizen tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Last night, it was funny as fuck, right? So, landed at Shuven. Flying down with Fresh. And there's a Carrack. Landing at the same time. As it opens its door, this dude runs down. As I run up. It's sort of like a high five moment that this person didn't even notice, right? Get into the Carrack, all the way up to the pilot chair. There's a guy running down the hall trying to get to the pilot chair, but because he's in heavy armor, I fucking sprint past him in my white undersuit, just like jumped into the chair, and it's in armature zone, so I instantly lift it up so that they can't get people back in the ship. And this guy gets into the Pisces, and as the Pisces is trying to land inside, I just fucking go up, and it explodes. So he spawns into the Carrack, completely fucking naked, no gear. Duca gets on board, murks one of them, steals the gear of that, but another one gets him. And yeah, eventually they, about 30 minutes of being persistent, trying to figure out how to get control over this. Because obviously I'm in the armature zone at this time. And yeah, they couldn't do anything. They logged off. They started bed logging. But the best part, right, and this is the win. They bed logged in the Carrack, and obviously they went to another server or tried to rejoin, and they logged back in on the Carrack, and they were like, ah, fuck. And they had to go out for a second time. It was beautiful, man. Because every time they were like waving in front of me at the cockpit, I just fucking smashed it off the ground to do major damage to it. Obviously not killing myself. The problem is, as soon as I got out the pilot chair and I got out the ship to kill it, to loot it, it just despawned, and that really sucked, man. I hope CIG in the future fix that. Because, oh, it was so much fun, man. And this is why you never ever leave your ramps down. Even for a split second. If you're going to go and get a land vehicle and you're too lazy to have somebody operate the door for you, shut the door. Because there's always somebody around like me that will take advantage of sneaking in, you know? It's a lot of fun. Right, so the Ravens are going to be giving people Saber Loaners. That's sick. People can then play with the Saber. I'm wondering if we'll get P2 this week. Like, it's so strange that this thing is kicking on for so long. Like, so the testing is general bug fixes and stability. No crash to desktop fix though, which is a little bit kind of concerning. Kind of concerning on that one. Hey, Delta One, how you doing today, Chief? Welcome in.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Yeah, had a bit of fun yesterday. Yesterday was good. We had that free versus one, free Gladius versus my Arrow engagement, which was pretty cool. A few other ships, and then the Sweaty Arrow alt, and the Mustang. I don't think they were together, but then it turned into Mustang, Buccaneer. We killed the Buccaneer, we killed the Mustang, killed the Sweaty Arrow alt. So yeah, it was pretty good with no losses, so happy with that. Happy. Also, we got some gear. I've the Pisces pilot who tried to sneak on or get their Pisces on the Carrack died, and I took their gear. It was beautiful. Let's change that. Need to find another playlist. Kind of bored. Kind of bored of that. Ooh. Yeah, let me get rid of this. No, shh. I don't care. What should we play? Let's do a bit of drum and bass, actually. House and drum and bass? Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look. How this would be. Hey, Donkey. Good afternoon to you, Chief. Hope everyone's well. Thank you. Whew. Tomorrow as well, Verpal Primes. Verpal Alpha Primes, chat. Oh, it's gonna be good. Looking forward to seeing the full trailer. Because their teaser was good. I changed a few of my head tracking settings, so we're gonna be testing that about today. See if it actually works out. I was playing with it last night and it was pretty good, so I've just put the sensitivity up, like, way more than it should be. And we'll see how it feels today. Again, it's gonna be a quite a short show, guys. 2 hours, promise. Free if the puppy doesn't make any nonsense, but obviously I'm on full puppy duty right now, so yeah. Again, more videos of Gamescom out last night. Where the fuck are all the games, chat? Where are the games from Gamescom? Gamescom used to be... Uh-oh. Gamescom used to be where you saw all these big games coming out, and no joke, it's been bad. Bad. Even the Harry Potter game, or Hogwarts game, whatever it's called, has been postponed till next year. Oh my god. You know it's bad when a Harry Potter game or Magic of the Dumbledore, for whatever the fuck it's called, is pushed back. It's bad, chat. It's really bad. Saying that in joke-wise, that Harry Potter game actually does look pretty good. Like, it's like Assassin's Creed, but with wizards. And some other stuff. But everything else that I've seen just does not look good. Pre-order to get 3 days early access to our single-player game. I know. What's happening to games? Brilliant. How you doing, Chief? What's happening? Why do we have to pre-order? And the bonus of a pre-order is you get early access to a single-player game. It's like, it makes no sense. But you know you're going for that deluxe so you can get the Dark Cultist armor or whatever it is. So when you dress up as Harry Potter, you get to be Dark Harry or whatever it's going to be. Again, the game actually does look pretty good, so I meme on it, but I may actually play it. Right now, I don't have any intention of playing any game until we hit 6 months in a row. But, yeah, like Soulframe, the Riot MMO has me interested. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Riot do with MMO, because obviously the League of Legends is a great game. Valorant, I don't play, but obviously a lot of people rate it as a good FPS game, so very interested to see what Riot do, especially with Arcane. Their anime series that they did was really fucking quality. Harry Potter DLC, yeah. How you doing today, Rebel? Welcome in. So, interesting stuff with that company, but that's not gonna be for at least like 2 years, so I have to keep an eye on that one. And yeah, we'll see about Harry Potter next year, February it releases. It's not Harry Potter though, it's like Hogsworth or something like that. You play like before Harry Potter or after? I don't know. Oh no, because Dumbledore I think is in it, so, or maybe not. Right, so this is a lot more sensitive with the Toby tracker. Gonna have to get a little used to this one. So my head movement might be a bit crazy today, because obviously we've got muscle memory for it being a bit slower. But I want to maybe make it where I don't need to be too much. Trying to see how it is when it centers, auto-centering. It's not bad actually with the auto-center. I'll post these new settings on Discord if I actually like them, but right now this is just learning to see where I can shift the weight around, because obviously we're using the eyes again to do like finer movement. So as we turn the head, I can turn back, kind of thing. I may actually put the gaze up a little bit more. Let's just do this. There we go. It's gonna be weird. The center stabilization needs to be a lot stronger though for these signs. Yeah, alright, that's a little bit stronger. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, like... Again, Toby have a 20% discount on just now, ladies and gentlemen, so if you want to get Toby at probably the lowest price right now, exclamation mark TOBII and 21, one word. It'll take you to the anniversary website. The only thing that's a little off is the center stabilization. And I think it's because the eyes are doing it. Like that. See if we also got auto. Slightly off. Why is it off? There we go. Maybe it's this. Let's tilt this a wee bit. And we may go back to different settings, but I wanted to try some different stuff. I think it's actually the eyes taking over. Obviously I got the fine movement with the head, that's fine. But it locks into the center too much. Maybe center is just too strong. And it's just, let's try this then. Let's go back to what I normally have it at, 20. And see if it's just too strong. So when we turn in, turn like that. At least it doesn't feel like I'm trying to fight through water, basically, to move my head. Or like oil, I should say. But I think it could actually be the fact that my eyes are moving around more. And that's what's just changing it. Alright. Let's lessen off the eye movement. So it still has the ocular movement for focusing, but this will be more dominant on the head now, I should say. Sick Planet Dive? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest, dude. Alright. Yeah, that's good. The eyes shift into the angle I'm looking at, so again, when we're doing this, it's very head dominant, like in real life, but obviously I'm extending my ocular vision with slight movement on the eye. Alright, cool. We'll try this, because it doesn't feel like it's sticking in the middle too much. And I still have the angles that I need to be able to keep the speed up and go round. Once CIG actually fix the offset, we'll be solid, you know? We'll be solid. So how many people are interested in the Verpal Primes then? The Alpha Primes? Obviously all revealed tomorrow, which is gonna be cool. Do we know what's different yet? I do. But I can't tell you. There are a lot of different things. Let me just say that, right? There's a reason why it's called a prime. Is that you remember when Optimus Prime got a fucking upgrade? Back in 1987. It's kind of the same sort of thing, right? Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we can talk about it more, but yeah. I would definitely say if you were about to buy primes, alpha, sorry, you may just want to hold off a little bit. Maybe that's all I'm gonna say. Obviously, got to take into account price and stuff like that. I'm intrigued in upgrading my sticks, but I haven't decided on brand. My main point will be the price right now. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's choices on joysticks. Is VKB are very good at nailing that sort of medium price mark. And when questioned with Virpil, if Virpil were going to do something like that, they're like, nah, we're just going to stay a premium joystick. Which, you know, it's fair enough, like, if you're making the money off your current stuff, why would you start making, like, cheaper quality, you know? And before anyone says, oh, but I've had so many issues with Virpil, well, the two sticks that I'm using, I've had for over 2 years. And the bases, over 2 years, not being opened, not being greased, nothing. 2 years, 0 issues. So, sometimes, just like toasters and hair dryers and cars, things break. And it's not the manufacturer at fault sometimes. Sometimes it's just, you know, skips through quality control. Which obviously the... Ooh! Ooh! Damn! This brings me back to my youth. A little bit of IP for here. And a copious amount of stuff. Fucking tune, man. VKB for the win? It's all down to people's preference. I go with Virpil because I've had better results with Virpil. Plus, I have really big fucking hands. Like, big moly hands. Great for building. And VKBs were just too small, sort of pincer hand kind of movement, so I didn't enjoy it as much. Plus, the springs broke all the time, which is ironic because everyone goes, oh, Virpil springs break. I've never broken a Virpil spring, but I broke all the VKBs. Maybe Santa brings me one, maybe not. Hopefully. How you doing today, Mike? Also Storm as well, welcome in. If I missed anyone, just feel free to add me. I'm just testing out some new settings on the Toby, making it a little bit more sensitive. I kind of feel like the original is better. I like my drum and bass, but I kind of feel like this ruins it. Support is good. Support is good on all of them. Again, it depends who you get, because people have said they get bad support with VKB, bad support with Virpil, bad support with Thrustmaster. I guess it just depends on the day and how pissed off people are, you know? Oh, I don't want to deal with this one. Oh, that's smooth. That's smooth for the movement. Yeah, that's nice, actually. Cool.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was inverted. I was like, wait, this feels wrong. It's like, no, that's exactly what I'm doing in real life, you plonker. Man, just let me attach my VR headset and make this work. Full native VR in the cockpit? Oh, yeah. I don't care if people can't see my face. I'll be VRing out of my mind, man. If this game ever gets it. I'm not gonna ever do the fake VR because... Yeah, fuck that. Why would I wear a heavy headset for doing the same thing as I have just now, you know? Working, getting ready to cut and trim. It'll be hot. Ooh! It'll be hot and humid too. I'm a lucky man. Nice, nice. Cut and trim. Woo! Inbound? Maybe? No, it was see long distance ping? No, it was just because we flew past something. I really can't wait until I can turn off like what's it called? Mining radar in this game for a pilot. Shit. And now after VKB or Verpal, Toby or Tracker, that's down to you, dude. Like for me, I've used Toby. I'm partnered with Toby. I've used it for over a year. I used it for a month in beta testing of it before I even partnered up with Toby. And this was to help out with CIG. First creator to use Toby 5 because of that. And I've not gone back to my tracker. Is tracker better for head movement? Yes, but what I use the Toby for is for the eye movement as well, because I can actually target with my eyes instead of getting reticles on. I literally go, oh look, there's a target locked. And I'm hoping that in the future they allow us to change MFDs with using our eyes. That would be a great system as well. But obviously, if you're wanting more precise movement for combat and other games, Track IR will work perfectly. I literally have Track IR up on the top of my monitor, and all I need to do is pop this plate off and pull out the loot clip one that I've got, whack it on like that, turn it on, and boom, bada bing, I got Track IR if I want. The thing is, though, for me, I don't want always have to remember to run Track IR software before playing a game. So, yeah, you could get it to where auto loads and stuff, but I don't know how people sort out the Toby Track IR problem, where basically they use Track IR to do the head movement and they use Toby to do the eye gazing. Now, if I could actually get that down, I probably would. But I'm not sure how to do it. And I've never really looked into it, so... I know it is possible, though. But right now, the head tracking in Star Citizen is pretty janky. It's pretty janky. Hey, Vinny. How you doing, Chief? That's what I'm hoping CIG take the initiative on. Because if we can already target... all they have to do is make it where you hold a button, Vinny, and then you see the hand appear. You know what I mean? So when... all they have to do, right? They have to make it where when you do this, see this icon here? Hold it down, but that's with F. All they have to do is just make it where you can move this with your eyes. That's it. So you hold down a button on your joystick and you start moving your head around and it moves this little thing here, and then you would click on it by letting go. That's all they have to do. And it would be so sick, dude. So I really hope CIG, when they start going into more advanced features with tracking, because if anybody doesn't know, even track R tracking is shit in this game right now, because offset makes your character lean forward and you can actually put your head out the fucking window for whatever reason, so your character is not fully stuck in the cockpit anyway. So when people are like, oh yeah, track R is so much better than Toby, maybe for other games, sure, as they develop their algorithm and stuff like that. But for Star Citizen, it really doesn't make a difference because the tracking is so bad right now. Again, your character moves. It's not stuck in the chair, the pilot's chair, where you just turn your head or leaning forward, basically. You're sliding forward. All the animations need to be changed again. So, for me, if they actually sort that out, I may go back to track R for the head movement and then use Toby to fucking do all the dashboard stuff, and that would be worth it. But we'll need to see. Because again, the beautiful thing with Toby is they have room for improvement. Track R never updates anything. They don't bring out a new version. It's just Track R 5 for the past, like, how many years? And I've been using Track R for over 10 years and they've never really improved on anything. And this is where Toby has the advantage of improving on things. Bringing out another track R or an eye tracking system with maybe a faster algorithm, faster processor on the actual device, you know? Obviously it is quite expensive, it's not needed for everyone. You can get very cheap like webcams and do the same sort of thing. But again, if CIG go crazy where I can push buttons with my eyes, ooh, that's a big game changer. And then if they actually incorporate that into DCS World, that's a big game changer. Because you won't ever be able to do that with a track R. Unless track R come up with a head tracking system, you know? And it's like Verpal and VKB, you know? It's great to have competition. You want to have companies that fight for your money, you know? Like Intel and AMD, Nvidia, all that jazz. Because if you only have one company doing it, you're always paying more money and they don't do shit to improve. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool, yeah. That would be cool. Because you can still use like the, what's it for the, Xbox, remember it had that sort of motion thingy bob that you put on top of your TV and it captured all the motion and stuff like that? That could be great for Star Citizen as well if they sort of like allowed it to import into other things. Again, we'll need to see by the time that this game comes out to the finish line. Minx as well, thank you very much for the follow, so I missed that. We have plenty of space for these things and it's gonna be cool, man. Looking forward to it. But ultimately for me, VR is the endgame goal that I would love to see in Star Citizen, right? Because VR is the most immersive. But you would have to have it somehow where like you can do the tracking as well, you know? Funny thing is, we used to have a much better tracking system. And when they changed sort of like the characters a couple of years ago, it sort of went out of whack. Yogi did some work with it for Toby, but obviously it does need like somebody to sit down for a good couple of months and tweak everything to make it work. But I think they're not going to do that until like the new cockpit stuff is in, the new head stuff is in, the new cameras they're wanting to work on is in. Why would you update and fix the current stuff when you've got other stuff, you know? That third-party software I was talking about does tracking. The OpenTrack, you talking about, Peebot? Also, how you doing today, Chief, as well? OpenTrack works really well with Star Citizen. I would actually say that if you've got a track IR, use OpenTrack. Because OpenTrack you don't need to run before the game starts, which is really cool. Again, what lets track IR down is the software. The software is shit. Don't remember the name of it for VR. Oh, I mean, you wanting to do Virpal, right? VR, sorry. Yeah. But the thing is, though, VR is just screens. You know what I mean? It's literally like if you take my monitor and stick it in front of my face. That's all you're doing. It's not actually VR. It's just a head tracking in a headset, you know? It's not VR. There's no way to do VR in Star Citizen. There's no way it creates depth. The company has to do that, dude. You know what I mean? But it's broke? So you telling me that it makes... like, it actually creates depth like you're in the cockpit? How would it be able to do that? It crashes, starts as... right, I get you, right. How is it creating depth if the ability for VR is not in the game? An option on the software? So when you look down, you're actually... it feels like you're in there. It's not some fake shit, you know, where it makes you feel sick and stuff. Hey, Honky, how you doing? It's not perfect, right. Alright, I'll need to look into that then. Again, I don't really want to try anything fake. You know what I mean? I would just rather wait for the company to actually integrate VR into the game, which would be so dope. But if it does create depth, I may... like, I don't want to use the one that just literally puts screens on your face. There's no point. If I'm gonna put a headset on, like a VR headset, you know? You got sick instant? So what's the frames like? Because again, that's the biggest thing with Star Citizen. If you're doing like 30 frames whilst flying, oof. Oh, and the texture... yeah, alright, okay, I'm not doing it then. No, fuck that. Fuck that then, chat. Oh yeah, I'll wait for a bit longer then. Yeah. If I'm ever to do VR in Star Citizen, it ain't going to be where it makes me feel sick. And now I have a very high VR tolerance. I can go for 6 hours without feeling sick in most games in VR, which is a papa bless. But, yeah, if textures are like popping out, no, I don't want to do that. It was, and still it was way too wonky, yeah. That's the thing with, like, you know, SE is just not ready for VR at all. Purely because of how bad the frames are at times, you know? Because if you ain't rocking, like, at least 75 fucking hertz in VR to the 100, you feel so sick over time, like. Man, that's a fucking crazy hill. Future will tell you. Alright, okay, yeah. I'll avoid it right now because as I've always said, I will not... because of how much I love Star Citizen, I will never use fake VR unless it's really, really good. And I would imagine that you're never going to get it really good until they optimize Star Citizen anyway. Nothing worse than, like, bad VR. Or could you imagine Alex, but with Star Citizen? Oh man, that would be so fucking sick. And if, you know, if you're actually using motion cap gloves as well, and you could literally go boop, 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 boop. Oh. And turn like dials and shit, man, that would be so sick. Because motion cap gloves are pretty fucking good now. But obviously you need to have them wired up to all the system. I don't know if they actually work in Alex or not. I'll need to look into that. But yeah, you could be holding your joysticks and then suddenly like you look down and you're like using motion cap to flip the switches. That would be so dope. I would never play another game if CIG added something like that. If you had the ability to VR and use motion cap tech to adjust things in game, yeah, I would never play anything else. That would be me, completely sorted. Yeah, SC frames in a VR dogfight. Oh, nah. The moment it goes down to like 20 frames or something like that, you need a puke bucket beside you. It is one thing where if I got, what's it called? DCS World, I would love to do the VR part in it. However, a lot of people say that the VR isn't that good. Like, IL-2 VR is better, apparently. Which is kind of crazy. Bring her up to a wee 340 mech. Slowly rise her up. Little digits there. I would love to actually have a dial where you could fine-tune your locking speed. It's gonna be painful. Alright, 341, we're locked in Mac right now. Even 45 is fast-paced, flight is vomit comment. Yeah. Yeah. It's the hard thing with VR that just right now we're sort of in the juicy part of where VR can go, but we're just not there yet, you know? In 5 years' time, VR will be 10 years from now with VR, it will be fucking nuts, man. I would see, you'll probably see most AAA titles with full VR support, you know, in the future. Hey Chronicles, how you doing, Chief? And I can't wait for that, to be honest. I can't wait to see games coming out with full VR support. Aye, I will do, P-Bot. I haven't logged into SE this week. Had the reset happened? Yeah, no, because we've not had the PTU patch. I don't know if we'll even get reset, to be honest, Donkey. Yeah, but it'll most likely just be two screens on his face. So it's just literally like me looking at my 4K monitor and doing this, but with a VR headset on. Because that's what Henkin was using it as well, and it's where I said I'm never using that system. Unless I actually get a proper VR experience, it's just literally like putting two monitors on your fucking eyes and turning your head. That's all it is, you know. He does have depth. I read that they're only going to delete. Yeah, but a reset as in it will put you back to creating a character, Star Cider. That's normally what happens when we get a PTU patch. You'll keep all your items and your ships and stuff like that, but you'll be reset back to like Orison or Microtech where you first start off, basically. That's what we're talking about. No, the wipe is in 318. The full wipe is in 318. This will just be a reset. If anything. But I'm not sure if they will even do it, you know? We'll need to see. How are you doing today as well, Starsire? Welcome. Like, if... I would guess maybe Friday for the PTU patch to go out. Like, for me, I've been questioning why it's taking so long, but I guess they've just been testing more and more things to do with all that stuff, you know? I've got literally, nothing. I've got nothing. Might even be another week. Who knows? When's... Yeah, it could be on the 1st or 2nd of next month, the way it's looking. Which is kind of crazy, but whatever. Good try. Oh, sorry. Fuck. Good, thank you. Alright, nice. I was like, oh my god, did I butcher somebody else's name again? Hey, Starburger Lord. Let me make a session. It would be really cool to see Low-Fly and Microtech. It would be, but it's also a fucking mission to go there as a criminal, Starburger Lord. You know? CIG have this great blue biased gameplay loop right now where if you want to be a criminal, you have to travel 6-7 minutes every fucking direction, and if the game 30Ks, then you've got to do it again, you know what I mean? That's the why you don't see me flying on Microtech, dude, is I have nowhere to base from. So I always have to go from from Grim Hex. Because CIG are 100% blue biased. Where right now in the game, you've actually got 2 truck stops. Look, there's a Mikkel 1 and a Mikkel 2. They could have made Mikkel 2 a neutral place. You know? Arc Corporate Arc there. And then you've got now Crew L1 and Crew L2. They could have made Crew L2 a neutral place as well. So CIG had the ability to do this for this current patch, and they didn't bother. They were like, no. We don't need criminals basing from there. But it's okay for blues to base from Grim Hex, though. You know what I mean? It's alright for everyone to base out of Grim Hex, but criminals have nowhere else to go. And before somebody says, oh, but you're gonna get Pyro. Pyro is a fucking neutral system. It just has criminal activity, but it, like, you are all going to, there's no blues or red, there's only whites. Because you're neutral reputation, neutral standing. The only reason you're blue in Stanton is because you're UE-sided. When you stop going UE-sided, eventually in the future, you'll just be a white icon. For neutral, or whatever color they make it. What if you have a backup from a Starfarer? What do you mean a backup from a Starfarer? It's not about refueling or rearming Chronicles. That's no problem. I can literally go to a neutral outpost and purchase anything. It's the fact that if the game 30Ks, I have to go all the way from Grim Hex back to Microtech to Low-Fly. It's not fun. It's the same as going from Hurston and stuff. It's so boring. And this game right now, this recent live patch, constantly crashes the desktop every day that I'm playing. So when people are like, oh, it'd be great to see you low-fly on Microtech. I've low-flied for 9 months straight on Microtech because there was no PvP in the game. And that's why I fly on Daymar. Because not only can you go fast, but also Microtech is a jank fest with trees completely bugged right now. You got an RNG chance of flying through, or like, you see people literally low-fly and they're flying through trees. And they're like, oh man, I dodged it. No, you didn't. You fucking went straight into a tree. It's just the game is so shit it didn't register. So that's why I don't go to these places to low-fly whilst waiting for a bounty hunter. Because I just literally have nowhere to base from, you know? Give me 2 seconds, gonna check on the pup. She's just chilling. So yeah, CIG are super biased, blue biased. Everything that you get, and they're like, oh, criminals should be punished more. No, we get punished a lot. You just don't realize it because you spend so much time as a blue. But they have all the ability. Like I said, you could have made Mikkel 2. You could have made it where you had to go around the moon to get to, right? Arc L2, Hurl 2. Anywhere L2, like an L2 could have been a neutral place where criminals could have based from, and if you shot anyone, you got attacked by the stations just like anywhere else. But, because again, if you attack somebody at Grim Hex, right? and a lot of people don't know this, if you attack somebody outside Grim Hex within the Armitage Zone or the area of it, and you land, the guards will shoot you. Sometimes, obviously. They're a bit janky. But people don't know that. Even if you're a criminal, the guards at Grim Hex will shoot you when you land after aggressing somebody else. So, it's like... Again, it's so silly that we have this game like this. I feel you there. I love going red, but the game limits... Exactly. Like, I have no problem basing from somewhere and having to spend a bit of time. But, again, with Crash to Desktops, 30Ks that are quite common right now. Yes, you get your ship back and you get your items back, you get your cargo back. That's amazing. But right now, you lose your location, you know? I see that your criminal activities are continuing. There is still room for redemption. Consider embracing the idea. Where do you see me doing criminal activities? I've been flying around for an hour, Anu, and all I've been doing is sightseeing Daymar. How is that classed as criminal activities? You know what I mean? So you just see that, oh, I've also noticed that there's no comrade. That's probably why nobody's coming to attack me. Now I realize why. There's no comrade. But I'm not doing any criminal activities. The red circle over there, that's just a malfunction in the HUD. It's a malfunction in the HUD. Game Dodo, good day to you, Chief. I feel you there. I love going red, but the game limits. Yeah, how you doing, Nakwakt, as well? Welcome indeed. Just parking tickets, exactly. I can't help it if somebody goes past my crosshair whilst I'm shooting seagulls that are flying in the game. I know, you know what I mean? I can't help that. And funny enough, right, hear me out on this chat. I go and do one, right, this is how corrupt these police officer wannabes are, right? I go and kill one NPC, right? I get crime free, and then you bounty hunters come after me, and I go to crime 5 because you guys give me more crime stat. You're coming after me. I'm not hunting anyone. I do one accident of killing one NPC. I get crime free, right? Then I don't kill any more NPCs. I don't kill any players. You guys come after me, and my crime stat keeps racking up. How's that fair? How's that criminal activities? To be fair, you're corrupt. You're all corrupt. Reporting criminal actions when you're the ones that come killing me, you know? I'm just trying to mind my own business in the desert. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking, Chief. And you don't need to ever apologize for that I did. Come in here and chat all you want. But yeah, these bounty hunters, chat, they're so corrupt. You know? But there is no redemption. Plus, I won't have a crime stat when I'm in Pyro, you know? That would be a good explanation in court. It would be. It would be. It would be a great one. Yeah, I think that should be the case as well, Starsider, because again, I would stay crime-free most of the time. It's very often I actually shoot somebody, and it's most likely a bounty hunter coming after me, you know? I get money from my family, it's not personal. It's all good. I get money as well. Look at this lovely fucking set of armor that I got off somebody last night. They crashed into their own carrack that I so happen was piloting at the time, and I got all their nice gear, you know? I'm well rewarded for my mismaps as well. Yeah, exactly. Dear Judge, it was self-defense. They shot me first. You know? They shot me first. Looking forward to the court of PO to decide the punishment. They ain't deciding shit. They ain't deciding shit. The moment that they open that Stargate and I'm fucking through it, I'll be in Pyro. All these bounty hunters will be like, oh, DarkLaw, come back to Stanton so we can hunt you. I'll be like, no, sorry guys. Sorry, no crime stat when I'm in Pyro. Because it's all neutral, no comrades, all that stuff. You sit in UEE space and you get those little people. I'll just be murdering left, right, and center in Pyro solar system, in sources and video game that is pixels and computer stuff. Twitch. Um,
To the ASOP vehicle
and salvaging, and it'll be great, right? You know? It'll be all good. What happens in Pyro stays in Pyro, yeah. All these bounty hunters will be like, DarkLaw, come through the gate, come on, we're waiting for you. Oh my god, we can't chase after DarkLaw anymore because he's not got a crime stat in Pyro, but he's killing all these players and taking their loots. Woo! I can't wait. I can't wait for it, man. How are we ever gonna go and kill DarkLaw? There's no comrades that are working. That's why you get away with it, Game Dado. So it's lawless land, basically. Obviously, some areas like Ninetales will control, but obviously there's no way for a UEE bounty hunter like Anu in chat here chasing after me in Pyro, because there's no mission to do so. Because if I go crime-free into Pyro, UE don't give a shit. Get it right up, you fucking bounty hunters. I'll just keep killing with the no crime zones, and there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. There's my gameplay loop, guys. DarkLaw, come through! We've got a couple of haulers here that you want to kill. No, I'm fine, guys, in Pyro. I'm good. If I come back into Stanton, I'll be blue anyway, so yay! Obviously, until CIG changed the mechanics of the game, but that's how it's gonna go down at the beginning, chat. You know CIG ain't making any other mechanics for that. Yeah, I think so as well, Limbo. How you doing, Chief? So we need to give you crime stat before you make it to the jump point? Got it. Yeah, exactly, Spectre. But I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm gonna be like, oh look, there's Spectre and a juicy holler. Oh, you're full of millions of Hadanite? Oh, that's fine. That's totally cool. I'll get you on the opposite side. Where nobody can crime stat me. It'll be so good. All that salvage will be mine. But it's still in the UE territory, just not monitored care for. Yeah. There's no monitors. But also it's not UE territory, Game Dado. Pyro is literally lawless. UE don't do shit in it. It used to be, but it's all abandoned. All abandoned by the UE and stuff like that. So it's literally controlled by syndicates, like, or crime syndicates, like Ninetales and some other stuff, you know? Anyone know if jettison cargo is not working? I have never done jettison cargo, so I would not know if it works or not. Yeah, there will be. Yeah. And they'll probably be like UE side, not UE sided, but like Ninetales sided. So if you kill in that area, you probably will get negative Ninetales reputation or whatever. You know what I mean? It changes from you being UE sided to in the game to having a choice. You're either UEE and you stay in Stanton, or you go Ninetales and you become a criminal, because again, if you come back to Stanton, you're going to be flagged as red if you did that. So it's very kind of like, you gotta watch where you go with Pyro. You can't just go mindlessly killing in Pyro. You've got to make sure that you don't ally with other factions, and that way when you come back into Stanton, you're UE sided. This is the life of a merc, or a mercenary, hitman, where you've got to make sure that you've got always your bases covered. Because you never know when a bounty hunter might be lurking around, you know? But if you stay neutral to everyone, nobody can do fuck all to you. That will be the challenge, if you can actually stay neutral though. It might even change where everyone is like a white marker in Stanton. Because you would maybe have to choose to side with the UEE, not just automatically be UE, because that's what it is right now. People don't realize that. You don't have a choice. You either go criminal or you're sided with UEE. You don't have a choice to stay neutral in this game right now. That will eventually come, I would imagine, you know? Which will be sick. It'll be really sick. Hey, Backyardist, how you doing, Chief? Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. I'll give you guys a few seconds to pop in, because you're probably getting spammed by ads. Annoying Twitch. Yeah, good vibes, good vibes. Thank you for that, dude. We'll just wait a few more seconds, guys. Let's get some welcomes in chat. Just type welcome if you can, ladies and gentlemen. That would be massively appreciated. But yeah, thank you for that raid, dude. There's something I was going to do. Hey, thank you, Chief. How was your stream? What were you up to? I would imagine were you playing Star Citizen? Negative. What were you playing, dude? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds just before, see if ads or anything kills. Driving around some Euro trucks it. Nice, 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 nice. I saw a video of YouTube earlier that looked like a person infiltrating a settlement and maybe pyro and assassinating NPCs. Yeah, there will be that, for sure. But you've also got to remember that it's not UEE that it'll be like the settlement reputation will get affected then. You've never seen Star Citizen? Ooh, you're in for a treat then. Obviously, works really well with Toby just now. The tracking system in the game is a little bit janky. Compared to other games, needs a little bit more fleshing out, but pretty much imagine a sort of half in between arcade simulator flight system right now with FPS shooting, lots of moons and planets to go to do whatever you want, missions right now, lots of bugs because obviously it's very alpha-ish. You've got to understand that before you get into it. But obviously you can get into ships with multiple players. You actually see them running around a ship. It's not like an instance base where, like say for example you're playing PlanetSide and you just jump into the ship, or like Battlefield, you jump into the tank. Euro Truck sim in space? Maybe, yeah. I think Euro Truck would probably have way more simulator things though, Zaman, you know? Let's call it huge. Yeah, it's a very huge game. But thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the stream here, my name is Michael TheDarkLaw, partner streamer here on Twitch and YouTube. I primarily play Star Citizen, where today marks our 99th day in a row of streaming Star Citizen. We're also partnered as well, like Backyardist, with Toby. You can do !TOBII21, which will take you over there for a 20% discount. And obviously they do have some nice juicy giveaways as well to pins every day. Do the transition from planet to space happen? Well. Planet or moon meets space. I do like showing this one. It's good, yeah. So there is where we were just now, and we're about to hit space very shortly, as it is about 20-30 kilometers up, and we're in space. Now we can decouple and just literally drift. Decoupling basically gives no control to the engine, so we're literally flying away. We can change the view here to show you that we're flying backwards, moving through space in our little arrow, and you can see where we've just been, which was down there somewhere within those canyons. You can see here, and if you want to, we can start warping around locations. So this is an OM point, which would be just like an orbiting marker around, and we can warp. And we're over here. There's the sun. Right now we only have one solar system in the game, but you can see it's quite big. We're over in this little celestial cluster here, so you can see the big planet that's behind me. We're over on a little moon Daymar, but you have the ability to cross over to other places like ArcCorp, which is a huge city, like Coruscant from Star Wars. And you can see there's the gas giant over there behind me. So we're on a wee moon just cruising around. And then we can warp back down into the actual location that we were at. And the cool thing about this is you can do this in a ship whilst other players are running around your ship whilst you're moving. There's no other game that really does that. Because if you look at Arma, you look at Battlefield, you look at Elite Dangerous, you're stuck in the ship where you can't really move around. In this game, I can have a ship piloted by a player moving around the location, and in that location, people can be FPSing in the ship whilst it's moving and warping in this game. It's pretty bonkers when you think about it. And then obviously now we're back down. I could have slow boated down if I wanted to, but it does take a wee while to get down. You also get your ship burning up. Right now I'm in a wee like sort of jet fighter spaceship. Behaves very much like an F-22. We do a bit of low flying combat on this stream, but today seems to be quite quiet, so just chilling out, flying around, having some fun. There's a wee outpost here that's 9,000 meters off. We're just pushing in just now. And yes, you can refuel, rearm. You can actually get food, water, spawn a land vehicle like a tank or a ballista here. Bit of loading issues just now, but obviously this is all workaround for the developers. We can actually land here and see all these little buildings. You can actually go inside them. So I'm not gonna do it just now because I'm a crime stat, but I can actually get off in you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. This is where like a player probably comes to try and shoot me. So I'll land my ship here, and now I'm just gonna get out. Because there's no loading, nothing. I am now on the ground as my character, because it was sitting in the ship. I have a full inventory system, weapons on my back, food, water. And I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna have a drink, because in this game there's a bit of a food and water system, and eventually soon there will be a pooping system. Lovely. Oh yeah, this pretty much shows you off that we're now inside an outpost. So outside, you see out the window. Here, there's like a few loot boxes that we'll be able to find for loot, because obviously we don't own this one, this facility. But you can see, not all these boxes are lootable just yet. Might not even have loot in this one, to be honest. Let's have a look. There's no loot boxes in here, but they could be in the other room just now. But what I'll do here is, like, say for example, right now, you can see sort of down by here my stats. I'm at 50% water. I can actually take off my helmet, put it in my backpack, grab this wonderful drink. You'll see it in my hand in a second. It's a little bit slow. There we go. And now I can unscrew the top and have a nice drink of water. Survival, yeah. Survival MMO. Basically, try and not die. So now our water and food are at 90% now. I'm going to put this bottle in my back here, because obviously it's going to bug out a bit. And then we put our helmet back on, because we can't breathe outside. It's not breathable oxygen. We will die outside without a helmet. If anybody's interested in playing the game, !SCREF, SCREF, will give you my referral link. It's like 45 bucks to get into the game, and you can grind your way up to other things, trade with players, spawn vehicles, like I said. So there's my ship that was flying around. So we went all the way up into space in this little thing, one-seater fighter, and now I'm just running around on an outpost. I can go here and spawn a vehicle. You've just got to remember that when you're playing this game, it's very buggy. It can crash the desktop, the servers can crash. It's all very, very developing right now, and it's a big thing. SEREF, one word, is the, I think, the command to give the referral. Or maybe it's just ref. No, it's ref. Sorry, my bad. It's just referral. And that will actually give you, if you use my referral code, when you purchase the game, you only have to spend 45 bucks, and that gives you, there's no subscription fees, nothing like that, only if you want to. You're very much just back in the game. It does run really well. I'm on 4K ultra wide. We're sitting around 50, I cap my FPS about 50, 60 FPS. and it's lovely and smooth. And yeah, if you use that referral, you'll get like a little bit of money in game. It's not much, but it helps you pay for some fuel and stuff like that. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Also, the follows coming in. Backyardist, thank you for the follow. Tor, I'm just gonna say Tor because I'm really bad with names. And that real shady, thank you as well, dude. And yeah, like I said, you can FPS, so I can actually go to a bunker. There's a lot of missions. Obviously, I play as a criminal, which I can actually go to prison, and you have to spend time in prison, which is fun. But you can see here missions where I can go here, earn like 35,000. And this one would be where I have to go to a bunker, pull out my FPS gun, shoot NPCs in the face, kill them, and I can even loot the NPCs. But obviously, I fly around in this very small ship right now by myself. It doesn't have the space to put items away. But you can get ships that, no joke, like 100 players can actually stand on at once. Which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And like say for example, you're going to stream this game, Backyarders. The community are very, very welcoming to new players. If you ever have any questions and stuff. Obviously you will find the typical backseaters. Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But just, you know, just mute them for a second. You get that with every game. But it's really cool, like, so we're changing the MFDs so I can see my shields, and then I want to change this to be targeting. This is soon going to be persistent. And probably is a good time to get into the game right now, because literally in the next major patch, which is Q3 this year, they're doing a full database wipe, so everyone's money, everyone's ships that you buy in-game, anything that you buy with real money will return to you when they do the reset. But anything that you buy in-game using in-game currency is going to be reset, where you have to grind it up again. So it's a good time to get back in. A good time. I can actually show you that some ships have animations. You see here, landing gear, all comes down, and it's all housed inside the ship. I can even, whilst I'm flying, open up my cockpit. So if I'm here, you can see that there's my landing gear, there's my cockpit. It's all in real time. There's no loading screens, nothing. That's what makes this game pretty crazy, you know. There's a free flight coming soon. They said it in Anna's stream on Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be for IEE, which is normally in October. Unless they do one for... Maybe they'll do one for the ship show stuff, but I would imagine it's IE. No, before that? Really? I'm not sure, but we'll see. Obviously, like, they can just instantly do it and stuff. A week in September? Alright, so it's going to be for the ship showdown then. They'll give a free flight. They'll probably, what they'll do is give you, yeah, best in show. They'll give everyone access to yeah. I know what it is then. Yeah. Awesome. That's cool. So again, guys, you can use my referral code right now to create your account, save your name, and then literally come back sometime in September and play the game for free. And then decide if you want to purchase it and stuff like that. I kind of wish that CIG would do it where if somebody used your referral, they could literally play the game for 7 days for free. I think that would be a really good thing for CIG to do. Or maybe make it 3 days you could play for free. I don't understand why they don't do that, because it would be a great way to get players to actually come in and do stuff. They give you multiple ships, yeah, they'll probably give you all the ships from the free flight. So, you guys have just come over from playing Truck Simulator. Obviously, Toby works on that game. Toby right now is moving my head around in-game, but the cool thing is I can also target with my eyes. So if a player or an NPC turns up, I can actually look at it, press a button and target it with my eyes. You can't do that with Track R, which is a pretty cool system in this game. And hopefully we'll be able to press MFDs in the future, and stuff like that. It would be kind of cool. Again, like 2 or 3 days, if you use somebody's referral, I think that would bring in more customers than they think. Anyway, we're gonna start cruising around pretty much at Mach 1, very low off the ground. If you do suffer from like anxiety or panic attacks, yeah, maybe not concentrate too much on the screen. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That would be a good, alright. Definitely do that. Cause it's gonna get a bit freaky in a second, alright? So this is this kind of stuff we do. Now, we most likely will explode. There's a very chance we're about to explode. So we're gonna go very, very fast, very, very low. And this basically just teaches muscle memory for things. So if you're into that kind of stunt flying, you'll enjoy this kind of stuff. We'll take it easy though, because this is not the best of places, but it is fun, that's for sure. In this game, you have a limited amount of time you can actually use the afterburn. You can see the red bar to the left of my screen a little bit. So we're kind of riding afterburner with it. This game unfortunately doesn't let you just hold down afterburner and burn through fuel for whatever reason, you know. Hey devs. We're traveling just near Mach 2, which is pushing right now at 600 meters a second off the deck. We can explode if we hit the ground, and we'll lose all the gear if we do, you know. Might be able to actually regain it, you know, but that's the fun of this. You can also lose a wing and spin around and do other things like that, so you gotta be slightly careful you don't overdo it at times. At these sort of speeds and starts, then you also don't want to yaw as much as you would want to, because it'll create a lot of flight lag. If people are on the ground, they would see this, they would hear all the engine noises as well, which is kind of cool, but because you're so small on the ground, it's very, very difficult to pinpoint areas. Exclamation mark kit if you want to see what hardware I use. Actually, recently on an AMD machine, which really, really works well. But again, like I said, I cap the FPS to make it more stable, because sometimes it can spike, and this game, especially at moving at these speeds, you don't want it to spike the FPS. But you don't need too much of a monster. It's mainly you need SSD, around about 32 gigabyte of RAM, a semi-decent CPU and GPU, and then a lot of luck as well. A lot of luck. And at any given time, I can actually stop in these areas and actually get out of the ship and walk around. So everywhere you see is walkable. Obviously in some cities it's a little bit more restricted right now, let's just say, you know. And obviously we can be attacked by players at any given time. The problem is right now the server only holds like 100 people, and with the amount of space in the game, it's actually a lot more space than it is with players. That's pretty much low flying. Well, fast anyway. Hey, Reformed, how you doing, Chief? Are you using high graphics settings? I can bring it up for you. So, for the best sort of run through, I use very high quality, high, and I use medium clouds, and then everything else is sort of whatever, you know. The clouds are a big killer in FPS. Some moons are really hostile, kill you in 50 minutes if you don't wear proper gear. Yeah. And then there's like Hearthstone where you can actually not wear a helmet and stuff like that. I just wish you could freely navigate the space like in ED. Oh, you mean like Super Cruise? Yeah, that would be actually kind of cool. But I can see why Star Citizen just wanting to do their own thing, you know. Everything else I see is not like any other game. That's true. I just blacked out. I don't know how Super Cruise would work, to be honest. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Like for me, I wouldn't mind. You know, if they did the Super Cruise like in Elite Dangerous, I'd be cool with that. You know, if they don't do it, I'm also cool. You know, anything that gives you like the immersion and stuff. I like the quantum travel SE, but cruising would be cool. Again, I think the idea is they're wanting it where the quantuming is sort of moving you between servers. You know what I mean? Aren't they bringing in a thing called quantum burst or something like that? Yeah, it's most likely going to be like the old cruise control system, where basically you can only go to like 500 meters a second in SEM, and then you have to go into quantum burst to get up to like 1200 meters a second. In that stage, you probably can't use your weapons, probably can't regen shields or something like that. There'll be a negative. Also, we're missing a pad. Boop. There we go. Let's try a little bit of a proper run, see how it goes. Oh, never mind. We got a blue incoming. I got enough fuel for this. Let's see what we got here. Right, chat. So we got a hurricane player coming after us, which most likely has 2 people involved. However, we're going to go for a tactical snipe on the old engine. So let's hold it out here. We're actually going to rack 2. Whilst we hold our vert here, gonna go a bit vertical. So this is another player, a bounty hunter. Let's put Fox free. Let's push in, slow it down. It's gonna drop as many flares as it can. Alright, so it knows how to flare. Let's do this, Fox free. And we are literally just keeping there. So we got a nice direct hit on the engine. Let's do another one, Fox free. If it's not gonna pre-flare, let's push away because we don't want to get into the burst whilst we deal with some engines. And let's push down a little bit low to slow them down as we push. We'll push through here. We're getting shot. Let's turn them slow. Fox free on that. Again, we're playing with a 2-player ship that can massively fuck me in the atmosphere, where we can go super slow and all these things. So again, we're just gonna hold this as much as we can to play with them. Because if I make a mistake here, yeah, we're getting vaporized pretty fast, right? Let's bring them down a bit lower so they're less speed. Now, the Hurricane is really good at 2-circle defense. It could actually possibly catch us up. However, the secret to that is the gunner will also black out before the pilot does, which will give me the advantage. Because whatever reason. Also, they're shooting like super far away, so I'm not sure what their plan is with that one. Again, keep our speed. Put 2 there. We got another hit on that engine. That engine's gonna get juicy. It's actually spun out. Let's go now. And we're going in for now for engagement. It's gonna crash, hit, and dead. There we go. Tactical. Going for engine locking and popping their left engine. And then they overshot their right, where they spun out and then they crashed. Because they're too busy trying to afterburner and the left engine shut off. And again, they can pre-flare to get rid of my missiles, by the way, guys. So before somebody goes, oh no, EMs are so broken. No, they're not. You just need to learn how many flares to actually counter. And I'm only firing 1 or 2 missiles at a time. Again, 2 players in a Hurricane versus an arrow. If I turn badly, I'm insta-dead. So we use tactics over trying to wiggle, delta merge, all that bullshit, you know? Let's just play realistically. And clap them before they clap us. Hurricane is a beast. Not in the wrong hands, it's not. That was a clean kill. Thank you, Unky. So that was a player-to-player engagement. Hey, Galifir, how you doing, sir? Good morning to you. How you feeling today, bud? Because it's just future stuff, Ice Wave, that's why. Every place, like, the outposts are all neutral, they've just added in that symbol. because eventually, you know how every place is losing hard armistice. Now, if anybody doesn't know what hard armistice means, it's where you can't shoot guns. This is going from the game very shortly, where we will only have soft armistice, where if you do any illegal actions, you'll get insta crime stat, shot by guards, all these things. Eventually down the line, Icewave, this location will have turrets. And those turrets will instantly shoot at me, and that's what those privileges are revoked means. It's just setting up stuff for the future, but I don't actually have any revoke right now. It's just future writing, basically. And I don't know why they have it active, personally, because it's a bit misleading at times. You should teach people to do that analyst for PvP. I suck at that. Again, people can just watch my show. I always talk about whilst I'm fighting. I just don't make YouTube videos because, again, a lot of this stuff, I can tell you how to do it, but unless you actually do it all the time yourselves, you'll just get clapped, you know. As I say to people when they're like, how do I set up my joysticks? I'm not gonna tell you. You plug them in, you set them up yourselves. That's the part of learning. Muscle memory and analyzing things yourself are more important. That's why a lot of videos that people make are also misleading. Because people take it as a religious law, and what that player only knows is the amount of information they can share. But if you don't actually practice this day in, day out, you can watch somebody's 10-minute video, massively help with their algorithm and stuff like that, give them a payday, but you're learning fuck all in the process of it. You actually have to put the time in. So for me, I'd rather just, whilst I'm flying and doing stuff, I'll talk out what I'm thinking at the same time, you know? It just makes it easier. I mean, yeah, I could just hit a record button every time we fight and also pump out videos, but I just don't see the point. The game is so janky. When CIG finalize on the flight model and the weapon system, that's when I'll start doing tutorial videos. And like, basically always claiming, do not use this as a religious method. You have to think for yourself. Analyze every fight. Don't just do the same routine as well, you know? Because it won't work. A lot of the time you'll fight a pilot that knows what to do. Also, one could say as I could just fly away and the Hurricane wouldn't be able to do a goddamn thing at me, but, you know, I want to bring it in, you know? We actually have an arrow here, red, which is interesting. So this arrow, right, who is red, is chasing after me. So if I go super, right, let's see here. Because this is always a great way of seeing how things go, right? And it turns around. So, if the red can find me, it means it's part of the team working as bounty hunters. And that's always your telltale sign. So as I move into another area, which you can see here, I'm now at the back of Shubin. There's the arrow. There's a 31-kilometer ship out there. You can see that marker there. So that's me, active radar. We're coming in. We've got the marker there. There's a Freelancer Max. Now that doesn't look like it's engaged. Its status down here is pretty good. So high EM, high IR. It's not engaged with the arrow. Let's ping around and see if we can pick up the arrow. Use rear cam. And we're not picking up the arrow. So the arrow either warped out or it's masked beside there. Yep, there we go. So the arrow is above us right now. And it might have been engaging the Freelancer. And I think the Freelancer either died or warped. But again, We're literally using it where, as we go round, we're going to use this. And we're going to get low to the ground as well, because again, we don't want to, if they're using active ping, we also don't want to show our position, which they are right now. I have it marked, and they've either warped, or the radar system's malfunctioning, which it can do. There it is now. 11-12 behind us. There is also possibly another one. But we'll see. 11 kilometers behind us. There he is, up there. So again, they won't be able to see me. 24 kilometers. So there's also something else maybe coming in. So we have 2 ships within the vicinity. And again, this is where you have the 8K arrow booking it in on us, right? But there's also the other one, which is off radar just now. So let's use that to target. We can see the arrow there. But I'm going to push in to see where the blue is just now. Or there it is now. There's the Gladius. There's the secondary target, so we'll mark that up as 1. That's a Gladius inbound. Let's see if this red arrow goes for it. If not, we know that they're together in team. Because why would an arrow still chase after me when I'll just disengage like this? And let's see what happens here, chat. This is how you tell. If the arrow does not engage the Gladius, the arrow is working with the Gladius. And they're wasting their afterburner to get close, and we're just like, nah, sorry, dude. And it's still constantly chasing me. So yeah, they're together. It's a 2-man team, as far as I'm concerned, because the arrow still keeps chasing. And not engaging the Gladius. So this is where, before you get into a turn fight with one target, analyze a little bit of behavior between the 2. So we've got 1 red going there. Let's put a pin marker on that. And we're going to cut right through the middle of them. As we pass here, Gladius is going to fire maybe, pre-nose, and it's not firing. Red is trying to keep up. The red is going fast, right? The red thinks it can go higher and this is going to work. It's not going to work at all. Because right now, if you set at 10k height, we're already booming at the max speed you can go. So this Muppet is going fucking a good 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers higher, thinking that they'll get an advantage of speed. They don't. It works if I was right on the deck, but right now we're able to push round Mach 2-3 without any issues. And the Gladius can't even keep up at this stage. So we get our heading back around again. And bring her into shooting, because we're 32 kilometers out. Again, remember, we were up against a hurricane that had 2 people. So now we could look at it that maybe the arrow was the gunner. And the Gladius, I think, was the main pilot. Oh yeah, they won the bounty, of course. They're after the bounty. But you've got a red chasing after me instead of engaging on the blue. That means they're working together. You know what I mean? Because if somebody was like a red arrow pilot and you just see a fucking Gladius trawling around, you would engage on it. Anyone that's red does so. But also, I don't know the name of the Hurricane Gunner. So before I dive into any craziness, analyze everything. Again, if I just go for the bounty hunter, that's fine. But a sweaty arrow pilot at the same time? No, 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 no. And the Gladius is overshooting us right now, so 10k out, Gladius is booming. I don't have any detection on the arrow. There's the arrow at 9k. And again, as you see, nothing is sort of going on. Arrow's gonna fucking fly past because we're at full speed. It's completely at halt. Gladius is still chasing. We're going to target that to 2. And again, we're holding the 2 circle as we go around again. That's who I want to mark up as 1. So I've got Arrow chasing me right now. Or possibly chasing me. Hard to tell. See what I mean? Like, that one is 8k, this one's 2k. If I turn now, and we'll fight over here. So let's try and reverse circle this and bring the Gladius round, okay? And let's maybe throw in some missile play whilst we're doing this. Right, so let's test the skill level of this Gladius pilot. Let's bring in the 2 circle. Let's not push too hard, because obviously we're doing this. We'll bring him in. And we're going to reverse circle in a second. Bring him in. We're keeping our speed 340 just now, so we're still in Mach. No afterburner used. Keeping to that vertical as we rotate. Watching as we've got a 16 kilometer. The arrow is either bugging out, so this would be our time to go on it. Let's do a Fox free. No, Fox free. We'll push round as we fly there. Now that's my missile chasing, I think. Nope. It might be. But the arrow's booking in right now. Maybe. Possible. Not really caring about the Gladius right now. I'm more interested to see what happens with that one. Let's bring this down. Radar's looking pretty clear, so I think we're good to engage on this. Let's rack free just in case. Let's see what it's going to use. Let's bring our nose in. And Fox free on that. Arrow's approaching, so we're going to have to be pretty fast with this. He's disengaging to get his shields up. That's fine. We'll try and keep pressurizing as we cut through. And we'll get our speed back. So he's going to instantly disengage the moment shields are down. So we need to get this down to a much slower fight. We'll bring it right down, chat. Into atmosphere, right at the slowest point. We'll do it over in this location as well, because he's 6k, he's still tracking me. I don't have any track on the arrow, so I'm going to disengage the ping. Let's re-energize here. And he's holding at 10k. Which kind of makes me feel like he's waiting for somebody to come in. It's 8k now. He was blipping off radar though. Nice and steady. Again, we don't want to fall into any little trouble. Again, he's not coming down. Literally does not want to come down. Almost like he's waiting for something, chat. Got ballistics? No, he's got neutrons. Yeah, I do have the extra sounds bound to using Joystick Gremlin for it. Hey Girl Scout, how you doing, Chief? Again, this dude just wants to sit up high. It's like he's waiting. You like it better than default sounds? It's just Gundam stuff. Alright, he's approaching now. Right, we're gonna take the Gladius into a 2-circle fight here. That's Afterburner. Let's get it right behind us. So we're gonna push now. We'll roll out of this, even though I fucked up. Fucked up on that one, chat. Pushing too hard. Right, let's do it. Engage. Secondary ship coming in, it's the arrow. He was waiting for the arrow, I'm gonna have to ditch. Arrow's booming in right fast. Yeah. No. You guys are not smart enough, sorry. Not smart enough. There's the arrow pilot. Alright, let's change up our tactics to a bit more of this then. Let's keep that nose rotation on the go. Hey Ricky, how you doing, dude? Slow it down to 1. Watch free. Arrows coming in. We're gonna disengage. And back up to speed. Arrow keeps bailing out and waiting for the Gladius to fight. And we're not falling for that. Sorry. They're wanting their 2v1 and they're not getting it. We'll just reset. And bring it down low. There's the arrow. Look at all that pre-nosing that they're doing. They don't realize that we're just riding the yacht. We're only doing 700 meters a second. We'll hold the yaw in. We need to mark that as 2. Maybe we can get this one. Yeah. Alright, we don't need to. Oh shit, Navy are here as well. Ugh. Oh god. That's because there's 2 reds. This one is also a red. Drag a wee bit away from the Navy. And bring her back around this way. There's the arrow. And we push. And we disengage. Bring back down. Back down we go. Again, I don't want to go into space in this sort of situation. Plus we got the wonderful Mantis. I think. Where is the mantis? There it is. So the mantis, we've got the arrow, and we've got more. Let's dive down now a bit more. Mantis is a little bit out of distance. But we're good, we're good. We got 7 and plenty of flares left, so. Let's regain it now. Navy missile spam time? Yeah, I want to try and avoid the mantis firing them out. Don't really want to waste flares. See, the UE Navy's chasing me. The Lightning's chasing me now. So I got UE Navy that love to ram as well, so we'll see here. So I've kind of reset the fight down to this level. Is maybe get rid of the Navy. Missiles out that way. A mantis. I don't want to take too much damage from this thing here. Let's nose her down. They're pushing on my location just now, so I'm gonna be quick. Here they come. I'm gonna have to disengage now to get my speed. As the arrow shoots past. Nearly got the lightning. There's the mantis. Lightning there. I don't know where the arrow is. Mantis. Let's move a bit more over this direction. Gladius is there. They're both same beside the Gladius or the Mantis. What else we got here? We got the Mantis, we got that. Don't see the trail of the Gladius anymore. Turn back here, we got that. Shut that down. I really wish you could target and not miss lock NPC. Ooh, there's a third. Maximum speed, eh? So we have 2 arrows and a Gladius. Navy around, Starfare. Maximum speeds there. What's this? That's the Mantis, like multiple Mantis and stuff. Got a lot of NPC around here. They're blipping in. Alright. Go supersonic for a second. Ooh, Monocle Man, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. I'm trying to, dude, but there's a lot more than myself, sadly. I got the Gladius and the arrow that were, you know, whatever it was right now, but then there's a second arrow. I'm gonna have to warp to make sure I get away from all the NPC though. How you doing today, Chief, as well? Thank you very much for the 8 months. Appreciate that. The F8's so sexy. I know, man. I can't wait to see what happens when we actually get it. I can't wait. Launch the alert fighters? I could. They're welcome to launch if they want to have fun. They might already have launched. Who knows? I'm gonna get some fuel whilst I'm here anyway. I also need to quickly go and check on the puppy, because I've not heard a peep for a while. Yeah, we're not that damaged either. That's good. Just a bit of surface. There we go. Maximum speed booking in at full speed. Again, I need to go for the puppy, so... Maximus. And there we go. Alright. Oh, up and away. And that will confirm me speed. Not climbing faster than that. I need to go, once I'm secure here, I need to quickly check on yeah, you're not catching that. I'll quickly check it. Oh, right, she's good. She's still just chilling out. What a good puppy, like. Oh, I'm so paranoid that we're gonna see or hear her ripping up pillows or something. Shadow Fear, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome in. Got this? Nah, dude. Again, you've got to understand that when you've got 2 arrows and you've got a Gladius as well chasing you around. Where the fuck did I go? The game is not designed where you come out of that without time. A lot of people are like, oh, you can just go in, you can dogfight against 3 people. No, you can't. You literally can't in this game now. One bad turn, you get insta-popped. So again, we're dealing with a free cell, plus whenever the red arrow turns up, the NPCs are going to turn up. So it's not just, you know, you got this kind of stuff. I got this if I just play the way I always play, which is don't give anything. I don't need to go and fucking reverse key strafe and die in a fire, you know? I don't need to do that. I'm quite happy. The audio shaking is really cool, man, when you enter in the atmosphere. Like if I down strafe slightly here, and then I up strafe, look at it lift. That's so cool, man. That's the G infused camera movement, which is really well done. Now you see the rocking as we sort of slow down, reverse raced. I kind of wish it would be a bit more potent though, where when you're doing like harder turns like this, you would get maybe a rustling of the metal like as it bends within the Gs. That would be a solid fucking thing in the future. You get them in like Flight Sim and DCS World, where when you're turning, you can hear the frame bending and stuff. Obviously, we do warping in space, so obviously the frame's not going to bend too much under pressure, but you know, just a little creak here and there would be really, really cool. And there we go here, the alt, Maximus speed. It's somebody's alt, by the way. Just the same as like yesterday's alt coming in. The that knight or the Night Law enforcer is literally somebody's alt. There's this dude. See them on a ride though. So they're pushing their afterburner right now to catch up on us. And the moment that they get within that range, I dump my afterburner. Dump it. Dump it. And there you go. There's your 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K. All that afterburner wasted. This is where like AC pilots are far too sweaty. They don't realize that they're wasting the resources to catch you up. This is where more atmosphere training is required. Especially for long-term battles, you see everyone pushing into a target, and to be honest, if you just ride the cruise a little bit, you'll get there at near the same time, but you go in with full resources. But I'm happy with these head tracking settings that we added to the Toby today. It's really good. It's feeling a little bit more smoother, but I still have the ability to cross with my eyes as well. There's the Maximus speed. Especially with a name like that, you would want to go fast, surely? Not want to go fast? No? A name like Maximus speed? Gotta go fast. Sonic fast. AC pilots will also be okay with taking 90% damage as long as they get the kill. Not a great PU start. Just imagine when they change more to the EVE rules where, like, if you just die for the sake of dying, you're going to be not just getting back in your ship in the future, which I think is really cool, so... I always play with the PU rules, where at any given time that I get into a dogfight, another two people can turn up. I don't need to check local, like a hound dog, being like so paranoid that people are gonna come and shit like that. Just gotta play sensible. I like literally don't need to do a fucking thing. They're chasing me, I'm not chasing them. I'm also not camping a fucking truck stop like an absolute pleb. I'm just chilling out. And this will be where, as well, when server meshing comes in, you're going to be dealing with way more people. It's better to learn the art of survival than it is to just die in a fire all the time. Well, I've recently changed mine, P-Bot, so that's what we're testing today. Was testing my thing. And there's the disengage. They're gonna burn thereafter to chase after. They start falling back because it's an AC pilot. Just knows how to fucking turn, and that's it, you know. Using all its resources now to chase after us as we just naturally disengage. Look at that. Again. It's like, what are they called? The wee chihuahuas that chase after fucking bounties, you know? There it is there. Out of Afterburner overshoots 5k because of it. So maybe... Yeah, if this is the way I'm gonna keep it, I'll post a screenshot of it. P-Bot. Right in that G's. No, it's not really in the VOD. I'll put it on Discord once I'm done with it, dude. I don't update my image on Discord or like any of my links or something like that until I'm settled into it, but I think this is actually really good for me. Just it gives me a little bit more snap with a little bit less head movement. It's really nice with the shoulder here right now, you know. This is very, very relaxing for me to be able to produce that movement. No, I'm not using Gilded at all, but we're all fully on Discord, !Discord. I only have one channel on Discord because I just don't see any point in creating multiple channels for people to AFK, and so there's only one channel and just information, that's it. In the 3 years that I've been a content creator, I've never seen people really active on Discord or Gilded enough to justify huge amount of channels. Maybe one day we'll get to that, but right now we just keep on the one, you know? The one channel. However, Discord just recently made, what's it called? Forums. But the problem with their forum system is they've made it where it archives after like so many days, so I'm waiting to see if they actually make it not archive, you know? Thread, no, not threads, it's actually a forum they've added and stuff like that. Is this the Chihuahua? Yeah, it's the Chihuahua. Holy shit. This is when you know you got a sweat chasing after you. Because there's so many other things you could be doing in the game than following me around, you know? Especially as I'm about to fucking turn my stream off because I need to take the dogs out. They keep fucking chasing me, Jack Russell. Jack Russell mode. It's TheDarkLaw, it's bounty, I can get it, and then I'll get my clout. And we'll just keep dragging you around until I need to go. I do like Gilded more because of all the features, but people just don't bother. Yeah, people won't bother because of how the system is, you know? They won't. See, now we're in space. Maximum speed will love this because we're going maximum speed. Woo. Maximum speed likes to go fast. It's in the name, chat. It's in the name. Wants to go maximum speed. I need to go maximum speed, I guess. I like Gilded to a certain degree, but the biggest things for me will be that people just don't want to move from Discord. And it doesn't matter what features, free features you do. If you don't create a platform and stuff. Ah, sorry I missed your message, More Doors dude. Sorry dude. Hurricane is just problematic when a gunner is in the picture. Great ship now. Yeah, the Hurricane's a really good ship. But in Atmosphere again, if you manage to get that single engine, that's it. Hurricane is GG at the moment. Hey Arc of Fire, how you doing, Chief? Maximus Velocitus Speedicus. But yeah, welcome people on Discord. Again, we just got one channel. I'll put the community forum up once I've tested it more in the background and stuff like that. The platform is good, Gilded. They just don't advertise it properly. Yeah, very true. And also they don't improve on the chat channels, which can be a big issue and stuff like that. Anywho, time for me to warp out. Like I said at the start show, we're only doing like 2 hours today because I have the puppy and my two need to go out, and tomorrow marks the 100th day in a row, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to ICS as well tonight. I really like last week's ICS was really good information and all that jazz. Let's play the EVE Online rule. Triple save spot. Whoo, right. This one's a doozy. You just go to daily, I just don't see any issue. Again, people are different, dude, you know? People are different in what they like and prefer and stuff. The problem is, again, Discord is just too easy to join on. I'm leaving my account. Literally deep space flying. Let them keep chasing a fucking name. They'll enjoy that. Bounty hunters love that shit. It gets their dicks hard. Especially when using alts. One word, coffee. Yeah, actually I could do with a coffee before I go out. Right, see Hoja. Let me bring this up here. Uh-oh. Ah, fuck. Yeah, Starson's just crashed as well. Boo! Fuck's sake, game. I don't know why every time like you alt tab, it causes issues. That's something I need to do. Let me just quickly, before I leave here, NVIDIA. Has NVIDIA put out new drivers? I think what I might do is, because I'm getting this every day now. Let's see, NVIDIA drivers. What am I on just now? I am on 516.59. No, I want it on 3080, not laptop GPU. How do I get off the GPU? There we go. 3080. Yeah, let's have a search. What are we on just now? (9.4). What am I on? 5.9. Anybody on 9.4? 51694? Anybody using that? A lot of people have communities and people on Discord that also don't want to leave and reestablish on an unknown platform. And when a lot... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, is anyone on 51694? Hey, maximum speed. How you doing, Chief? No, I'm not playing, dude. I have other people chasing after me and I've got to go. I have a puppy to walk. Only doing a wee 2-hour stream. Sorry, bud. I was going to leave the game in for my org guys to come and play with you, but the game crashed. Sorry. Girl Scout, nice meme, nice meme. Show us the puppy at least. She is next door, but I can get you for it. Yeah, sure. Melina. Bitch, come here. Melina, come on. Edison wants to see you. Oh, who's your fat little beagle puppy? There she is for you, Edison. And she's sleepy. I woke her up. So I hope you're happy with that, Edison. We're gonna go out walkies. We're gonna go out walkies. Oh, thank you so much, dude, for the 20 months. Oh, you wave hands. I'm so sleepy. Unsure I'm on, but I'm on the 1070. It would be the latest one, yeah. Too darn cute? She is, yeah. She's really sleepy. No, I don't want lickies. No. This is a bad habit you're getting into. Rah. She's starting to get her adult teeth as well. Getting her full rackers in. You're on 51694. Off you go. How many crashes are you getting to desktop, Riser? Because I might update my driver and clear out the cache and see how that goes. Yeah, she's a wee gem, Galifia. She's heavy though. She's getting to like 10 kilograms now. So she's a wee fatter. That's why she gets lots of exercise. Yeah, I need to know, dude, if you're getting a few. Hey, Black Menace, welcome in, Chief. Telling 10 kilogram, calling that heavy for a Beagle puppy, Edison. That is quite heavy for them. Without obviously going into being a big fatty. Anyone know when the next patch is hitting with the soft reset? To be honest, dude, I was expecting it to be out weeks ago and it's still in PTU, so no idea. It's either this week, next week, or whenever, really, and stuff. Right, I'm gonna try that. So if you're not getting any issues, you're still getting crashed desktop, I'll try 51694, clear out the drivers, and yeah. I'll try that out. But yeah, tomorrow, guys, marks 100 streams in a row. The wing will be on. All that good stuff. And we'll try and do something entertaining whilst we wait. But yeah, 99 days. Oh shit, I didn't mark that on Discord. I'll do it on this screen here. 99 days completed. Again, until like 318, guys, whilst we do this challenge, it will be like 2-3 hours a day streams. There's no way I can go longer than that. My mental stability is like an all-time riding on a line right now to keep this doing. But thank you again, dude. Edison for the 20 months. Shadowfield for the follow. Kajin, thank you very much for the follow. You're only human? It's just getting to the point where there's not enough in Star Citizen for me to want to push anymore. So we're going to be soon. Calm down, little one. Calm down. Let me find somebody else to send you to. Are you just yawning? Are you squealing? Yeah, I'll need to let you out. Give me 2 seconds, and then I'll find a raid. Yeah, come on, I'll take you out. Whining. I don't want piss on my floor. No pissing on my floor, please. Not that she does that, but again, we'll just quickly let her out. Who can we send you on to? Anna is... Do you want to go to Anna, who's just doing St. Rose? Yeah, that would actually be kind of meme for you guys. Maybe something different. I'm trying to see who I could send you on to that's doing anything PvP-wise. Or atmosphere-wise. Yeah, screw it. Let's go to Anna. She's just started up her show. She's Toby ambassador as well. So I'll send you over there. She's going to be playing Saints Row. I don't know if it's the new one. Set up the raid here. Yeah, tomorrow, 100 days. We'll get that done. And all that good stuff. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, dude. Again, sorry it's short, guys, but we gotta roll with it until there's way more content. Right now, there's just not enough. Unless all the guys are online, there's not much else I can do solo whilst flying red. Will we get 100 low flying arrows on the 100th day? Probably not, no. Because, not to brag, Girl Scout Bub, I don't know anyone else that can low fly as good as me. And not crash after 5 minutes. Or lose a wing after 2 minutes and pretend that it's okay. So yeah. When you find 99 other pilots like that, you let me know. 99 crashing. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have a great Thursday. Enjoy Inside Star Citizen. Enjoy Anna's show as well. She's a wonderful lady. She does voice acting for Star Citizen. Miss Babbage, all that good stuff. Exclamation mark raid if you want to get involved. If not, just type TDL raid, all that jazz. She says starting soon, so it's a perfect time to just go and chill out with her community. And yeah, have a wonderful time, guys. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the time, the fights, the runnings, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. You might see the wee pup moving around. Where are you, little shit? Hey? Where are you going, Melina? Scuttling around. Alright, guys. Take care. I can maybe manage 7 or 8 minutes. Might have to push you to that, Gallifreyan Sea. Take care, guys. Thank you.